So, how is my daughter, really?
Honestly, not great.
That's what I figured. That's why I keep checking on you. Donna called. She said she was picking up the kids for the day, so that's good, right? Helpful. I just can't believe it. I can't believe that Finn would let Sheila in this house.
Yeah, it makes two of us.
Sorry, I keep bringing it up.
Honestly, I'm really worried about my relationship with Finn.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I feel awful that you're going through such a terrible time.
Well, I appreciate your support.
I can't believe Steffi canceled going to the courthouse. I mean, doesn't she want to make your marriage official?
I hope I didn't make you feel uncomfortable or put you on the spot.
By telling me that you miss me? No way.
Good. When we're alone, I have a hard time hiding my feelings. You know, the ones I'm not supposed to have.
I know those feelings well.
We were so close in making a life together. And it changed when Eric wanted you back. I miss you, Quinn. I won't deny it, but I am happy for you. I can't imagine what it feels like to be back in your husband's arms.
I have erectile dysfunction. I can't make love to you.
Quinn, is everything okay?
You're worried about your relationship? I mean, it's more than that. You're married.
Technically, we're not.
What do you mean?
We're not officially married, Dad.
What are you talking about?
We were supposed to go to the courthouse to file our marriage certificate, but I couldn't do it.
I'm sorry.
For what?
Dumping all my problems on you and doing it here in the guest house where there's no air conditioning.
Okay, first of all, I can handle a little bit of heat, and secondly, you have absolutely nothing to be sorry about. I care about you and Steffi, and if there's anything I can do to help either of you, I'm happy to do anything you need.
You are a good friend.
Well, as a friend, could I have an opinion about this?
Of course, but I think I know what it is. Should never let Sheila in the house, let alone come anywhere near Hayes.
No, I think Steffi is overreacting.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm sensing like there's something off. Is there some kind of trouble between you and Eric? An adjustment period, maybe? He's having a difficult time falling back into old patterns. It's understandable, you know, given what happened between us. Give it time. He's kind and forgiving, and he can be a little gruff, but deep down, he's just a big old teddy bear.
Right.
All right, I get the feeling like I didn't help you at all. What's going on? Is there something you want to talk about?
Oh, I was looking for Flo.
Am I interrupting something?
Not at all.
Okay. So why are you two behind closed doors?
Things were so good between Finn and me. Well, until Sheila showed up.
I'd never seen you that happy.
It's just hard to wrap my head around it. Everything was so wonderful, then my worst nightmare walks in the door.
Well, eventually that nightmare's gonna walk out the door. And she'll go back to her crazy, twisted life without Hayes. Because he's staying here. He's gonna be raised by us. He's gonna be just like us. And that's scary enough, I think.
I just want my kids to have every chance in life and not worry about Sheila.
I understand.
It's just wild to me, like how quickly things change. Like 1 minute I'm coming home, I'm excited to see my husband, I'm gonna surprise him, and the next he's staying in the guest house. Now today, I don't know if I want to make our marriage official. Not yet. I can't do it.
Look, I'm not bashing Steffi. I would never do that. But you'll be out of here in no time once she starts thinking clearly again.
I don't know about that. She said she couldn't even look at me.
In the moment. All right, imagine the shock. She walks into our living room seeing Sheila holding her baby in her arms.
You should have seen her face. First shock and then just betrayal.
You were caught in the middle. Sheila might be the devil to everyone else, but she is your birth mother. You wouldn't be human if you didn't feel some kind of conflict.
But there's no question where my loyalties lie. It's with my wife. I just let my dad, I don't know, get in my head, and I allowed something that I never should have. What if that look of horror is always in Steffi's eyes whenever she looks at me?
Did I walk in on a private moment?
No.
It's just, it's really odd. After everything that's happened, what you almost lost, that the two of you would be behind closed doors together where anyone could easily misinterpret.
For crying out loud, Shauna. What are you, the door police? Carter and I work in the same building. We just ended up in the same office.
Okay, just curious. Because you told me that you and Eric are back together.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And I was telling Carter how happy I am about that.
I'm delighted for them. And I mean it. I'm glad that you're happy, Quinn. You deserve no less.
Thank you.
Now I have some calls to make. Shauna?
Carter? Well, that exchange was very weird.
That's just because you're a naturally suspicious human being.
Only with you.
Gee, I'm touched.
Quinn, come on, I know you. I can tell that something's weighing so heavily on you. What is going on? Tell me.
I feel terrible that Finn's staying in the guest house. Like, maybe it isn't fair. And I have to think about that as a possibility. He's been there for me through some really difficult, challenging situations. And here I am just doing the opposite. I'm telling him to leave.
Oh, I think you're being very fair. You need some room. You need a minute to think. You're conflicted. And we all know that you love Finn.
I do.
But the bottom line is, Sheila, she's a bad person. She wants to destroy anything to do with Forrester, so we gotta keep our guard up, especially with the kids.
I get that, and Finn didn't ask for this. He wasn't looking for his birth mother.
No. But she found him. We have to be concerned.
That look in Steffi's eyes wasn't for you. Come on, Finn. You know she loves you. That doesn't just disappear overnight.
It kills me that I betrayed her trust. Why didn't I not just kick Sheila out immediately?
Because you're human. Steffi has to understand that. She has to bend a little to try to understand your position. Sheila is your biological mother. And it's someone that you've wondered about your whole life, and bam, she's here. So of course you're drawn to her. Who wouldn't be?
And that'd be fine if anyone was my birth mother but Sheila.
Yeah, but you don't get to choose that.
True.
Steffi and you met way before my time in LA, but I've heard enough stories to know that you've supported her through some really challenging times. And maybe it's time she does the same for you. You two should be together, working through this. It's not right of her to punish you. Have you staying here? You don't deserve that.
We're restocking already? Oh, those bracelets are flying off the shelves. Yeah. Quinn will be glad to hear that. Yeah. I'll have her give you a call. Okay. All right, bye.
I seem to remember us promising no more secrets. What is wrong, Quinn? What is going on? Is it Eric? Aren't you happy to be back together?
Of course I am. All I ever wanted was my husband. That's how Carter and I began. We were commiserating with each other over our broken relationships. I lost faith that Eric would ever want me back. That's why we had an affair. But I hurt Eric so much. But he found it in his heart to forgive me. He even ripped up the divorce papers. That just shows you what a remarkable man he is.
I totally agree. And I know firsthand how much Eric loves you and how devoted he is. He always talked about what you brought to his life that he felt was missing. Excitement and vibrancy, passion. Okay, I saw that look. Something is wrong. Quinn, I know you guys had your issues in the bedroom at one point, but that doesn't seem to be the case any longer. Oh, Quinn, he still doesn't want to be with you?
No, of course not. Eric wants me. He does, but he can't.
Can't what? What are you trying to say?
I like Finn. You do know that, right?
Of course I do.
Okay. 'Cause I think he's a good life partner for you. He's good. He's a good man, and he loves you.
I know.
So I'm not standing here attacking him. He's in a tough spot. But so are you, and I'm not sure that you're realizing what this whole Sheila thing is actually doing to you.
No, I'm really freaked out, Dad. I am. I adore Finn. And I love our family, our little baby boy. I've always had this vision for our future, and it never included Sheila. Like, I don't care if she's his biological mother, but she's not welcome here or anywhere near our family, and I don't
No,
want...
she's not. Shh, she's not. And Finn's gonna have to realize that. He's gonna have to respect it. Because forgiving Sheila, we can't do that, not after everything she's done to her family. But hey, you and Finn, you're gonna work it out. You're gonna be stronger than ever.
Yeah, I believe that. I do. I'm not gonna let anything come between us.
Come here. Okay.
You are in an impossible position. I mean, not only was your bio mom begging you for a moment, but your dad was pressuring you too.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. And I caved.
You thought that would get Sheila out of your lives for good.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, even if you did, invite her in because you wanted to see your mother for one last time. Who can blame you?
No. Thanks for all the support, Paris. I mean, I really appreciate it.
I'm just really impressed by you. You're a good person, a healer, a devoted dad, not only to Hayes, but to Kelly. And you treat Steffi like a queen. I find it hard to believe she didn't race down to the courthouse to make the marriage official. I mean, she has to realize that she's so lucky to be married to such an incredible guy.
Just had to do that one last time.
I'm so glad you did. I'm not sure I should be talking about this.
Your marriage? Your relationship to Eric? Quinn, I'm your best friend. Who else are you going to talk to about it? I can see you're struggling with something. Is this about Carter? I saw the way you two were looking at each other when I walked in and how intense it was. And you've confided in me what an incredible lover he
Please
is.
don't remind me.
Honey, talk to me.
Well, if I don't talk to someone, I'm gonna explode.
I'm right here.
You know how much it meant to me to be back home with Eric. I wanted to make it a romantic evening, you know, to show him that I love him, that I never stopped.
Go on.
I put on some sexy lingerie and I went downstairs to the living room, but I found Eric asleep on the couch. And I was disappointed at first. I was, but then I realized it had been a long day. We'd had a couple of martinis, so I didn't think anything of it. And then the next morning he told me that he just can't keep this from me any longer.
Keep what from you?
Eric doesn't want me. He desires me. He wants to be my husband in every way, but he can't. He isn't able to.
Oh, Quinn. You don't mean...
My husband can't get aroused anymore. Eric has ED. He can't make love to me. He may never be able to make love to me ever again.